In this video, I'm going to share how my bot took my $50,000 account to just over $55,000 in the last 22 trading days, and I didn't have to sit there and click any buttons. I'm going to get into the performance of the bots, some of the best trades that it took, and some lessons of what it's like being now an algo trader. But before I get into the performance, I want to share my broker statement so that you know this is the real deal and it's not just a simulated account. So I'm going to blurt out my address, go to the ending balance, which this is December's statement. You can see ending balance 5354. And if I go over here to December 31st, 53574. All right. If you want me to refresh that, I will. Refresh. Go to accounts right here. And December 31st, 53574, right? So right now the account is up a little more. It's sitting at 55608. So over 10% gain in the last 22 trading days, which is absolutely amazing given the fact that I put in about 5 minutes of work in per day to maintain these bots. Pretty good results. Now, what I'm going to show you is detailed performance history on TradeZella. TradeZella just gives me a nice, neat look. It's a third-party source. You pretty much add your trades in by syncing up with your broker. So there's my TradeStation account. Last sync was 43 minutes ago. Right now it is January 9th, 10:30 a.m. as I'm doing this. So if I go over to reports right here, we could see a detailed performance history type of thing. So you'll see total realized P&L 5295. Average winning trade $282. Average losing trade $142. Total number of trades 94. So this thing's taken 94 trades in the past 22 days. This is a portfolio of bots that trade futures. Okay, so they're trading things like NASDAQ, S&P 500, copper, gold, Bitcoin. What else? Crude oil. It's trading the micro contracts of those futures. Largest profit on a trade, $3,231. I believe that was on NASDAQ. It caught a nice swing trade and held it for a couple days and made $3,231. Largest loss was 557. So pretty good ratio right there. Average hold time is 1 day and 1 hour. So yes, my bots will hold trades overnight. Average hold time for winning trades is a day. Average hold time for losing trade, 15 hours. Kind of cuts those losses short. And then, yeah, you could see all of these other stats over here. Now, this is what it looks like on like a day-to-day basis. So you'll see when we first started was pretty much December 6th. Right here, the first day was $800 green. The market opens on Sunday at 6 p.m. So that's why you'll see some of these days are filled up. That's pretty much just closing out trades from Friday. So like if we're holding something over the weekend, we hold it through Friday, market opens Sunday, the thing will start, repositioning. So that's why you see some action on Sunday, pretty much just closing out trades from the weekend. Monday came in $778 loss. And then if I click on one of these days, you'll see like where the P&L is coming from. So on this specific day, you'll see there was a lot of money. This is actually the day where it made money, that largest winning gain on NASDAQ. So if I click that, we could probably see what this looks like on a chart right here. So yeah, you could see this thing just kept adding on the way up, right? These green things, they're buys, okay? So the thing kept adding and adding and adding. And this is a problem that I faced as a manual trader. It's like when I got into a trade, it was very hard for me to add to a winning trade. I don't know why. It's probably because like if you bought low, you have a harder time buying at a worse price as the market's, going higher. But bots don't have those kind of emotions, which is pretty good. And that's why they make more money than I do. So yeah, you can see this thing was in a trade and just kept adding to it right here, right here, right here. And then you can see these red things. That's when it started to scale out. So that's a pretty freaking solid trade, given the fact that I didn't have to click any buttons. The thing got into the trade, it added to the trade, it exited the trade, and I didn't even know what was happening. Okay. I clicked 0 buttons. So yeah, that was the biggest winning trade right there. A little over $3,000 on NASDAQ. So yeah, you'll see most of these days are kind of small, consistent growth kind of days, maybe some small losses here and there. But the thing with algos is you just want a consistent equity curve. You're not going to make money every single day. But as long as your equity curve is growing over time, then you're doing the right thing. So yeah, a lot of these days are just small red, small green, and then out of nowhere you'll have like a big day. And then on this day, actually the last day in the month, took a little hit, right? What happened here? Took a little hit, was short a lot of things, and I think the market was ripping that day. So yeah, I mean, as long as it cuts the losses, then I'm fine with that. We still ended out the month of December, even with this loss, uh, in the green, like 6% or something. So if I turn this into percentage instead of dollar gain, you can see that in December, the monthly stat was 5.93%. Now this is interesting because if you look at the S&P 500 for the last 30 days, you can see this thing is down 2.5%. So as the stock market as a whole is moving lower, the bots outperform that. So as the stock market as a whole is moving lower, the bots don't really care about that. It's uncorrelated to what's going on in the actual stock market because we have long strategies, we have short strategies, and we're trading multiple different assets. So that's how we were able to outperform the S&P 500 in December. And coming into January, we can see this thing is up 4.6% already. If we change that to a dollar amount, we can see we're up $2.3 thousand. This is a lot more green than we saw in December, right? We only have one losing day so far throughout January. So a hot start to the year. We're up 10.59% total in the last 22 trading days. So lastly, what I want to show you is what these bots actually look like in a TradeStation account. So if I scroll over here, I'll bring this screen, and this is running on a virtual private server. For you to run bots, you need to have your computer running 24/7. So for me, if I'm running bots on my home computer, well, I run the risk of my computer restarting whenever it feels like, my dog chewing up the wire and my computer shuts off. If that happens, the bots aren't running. So our solution to this was hosting these bots on a virtual private server so that they're up and running 24/7. Okay, so that's what we've done here, and that's what this screen you're looking at. This is running on a totally separate computer than what I'm recording this video on, right? So this is kind of what it looks like. You have 30 different charts right here, and these are 30 different strategies running simultaneously. If I click over here to Trade Manager, you'll see the positions that we're currently in. Like right now, we're in MCL, which is crude oil. And once I click that, you'll get a little pop-up here on the left that shows the chart, right? So if I zoom in a little bit, you'll see that's in a trade right now for crude oil. So basically the only thing I have to do is come over here and make sure all of these things say true. So make sure my position match, they all say true. Right here, there's 30 different rows. That means there's 30 different bots running. So if they all say true, that means I'm good. The bots are running how they should be, and I could just walk away. If they say false, then I'll just have to go in and match the position. So if it says false and it's like long, the strategy is long 2 contracts and my open positions aren't, like if my open positions are at 0 and I'm flat, then I'll just have to go in and manually click, buy right here, which doesn't take long at all. So I'm just going to go in and click a random chart here to show you a visual of what it looks like when the bot's executing these trades. So this is one of our strategies called Hermes or Hermes, if you're into the designer stuff. But this one is a designer bot that trades NASDAQ. And if you see all these little, names and X's and stuff, that's, the bot doing all the executions. These are all trades. These are all trades that the bot has executed. And yeah, so if I scroll back, you'll just see all these different trades that I didn't have to worry about entering or exiting. The bot did it all. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of how my bots performed in the last 22 trading days. We're trying to take this account from $50,000 to $100,000. Maybe by the end of January, if things keep going how they're going right now, maybe we could end the month at 60,000. Who knows? But yeah, to stay updated on this journey, just click the subscribe button. I'll keep posting these breakdowns. And if you have any questions about bots or you want to run the same bots that I'm running, I put together a school group. So I'll put the link down below. So it's pretty much just a free group that I put together for people to talk about bots. And if you're interested in licensing out the bots that I actually use, then we could chat on school. So let me know what you think about the results in the comments, and let me know, would you let a bot trade for you?